Hey, shalom, shalom. First off, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Honors to you brothers that are pushing the gospel of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, in sincerity and in truth. And peace and grace and mercy be upon the house of David, which is the elect, the men, women, and children that are predestined to receive salvation and to be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, which is the kingdom of Israel. So, just got this breaking news alert. It says New York governor signs, quote, truth in Vanessa law. All right. Truth in Vanessa law. And it just came out. Just got the alert. It says New York Governor Kathy Hochul signed a package of legislations aimed at improving the state's response to the ongoing Crown Royal emic, including making use of a fake Vanessa card a crime punishable by up to 1 year in jail or 3 years probation. All right, so we know that that whole using a fake card, all right, or falsifying fake information is a trend that a lot of people who are not juiced up, but still want to partake in the things of this world that they are doing. Okay, trying to find carnal ways to circumvent the system. All right, and for brothers and sisters who are in the faith, all right, the prophets have been warning to not go down this path, man, because first and foremost, it's illegal to do. Okay, it's illegal to have a fake Vanessa card, and really, the only reason why somebody would actually really do that is because they want to continue in their comfortability, livelihood, or life that they're accustomed to. Now, when you are, in this truth, you're in this walk, which is going to be a straight gate walk. All right, it's going to be a difficult walk, and you got to have the faith and the courage and the strength to walk that walk, not trying to find a easy way out. All right, you can't walk the straight gate and the broad gate. Okay, so, and we know that ultimately this is just stepping stones that this beast and this devil is going to take. All right, things are going to get much harder. Things are going to become much strenuous, but once again, the Lord is going to provide a way to deliver those that are faithful unto Him. Actually, let's get that real quick. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter. Let's see. 2 Corinthians chapter 10. Nope. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. Actually start at 12. It says, wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. All right. So the ones of us that are faithful, we know that the only way that we're taking, the only way that we are being able to stand strong is by standing on the word and the faith of our rock, which is Yahushai. All right. There's nothing that, we can do on our own accord, on our own will. All right. Scripture talks about there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. All right. It also says that in all thy ways acknowledge him and he shall direct thy path. So that's the mindset that we have to continuously have, in these last days as the evil days continuously approach and become more evil. Verse 13, it says, there has no temptation taken you but such as common to man. Okay. And, once we realize that, this is what's happening, is not just something that's just, happening to you individually, but this is going to happen to all the believers. Right. The scripture says that there is no fiery trial. Don't think that the fiery trial is to try you as something uncommon. Right. Because just as brothers, sisters who have not taken the Vanessa and they're not able to go to certain, restaurants or gyms or, their jobs might try to force them. It's not just you that this is happening to. Okay. So it says it's not something that is uncommon, but it says, but the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So the Lord is not going to have you go through something that you're not able to endure. All right. We all have our own measure of faith. We all have our own, road or path that we have to take. However, the Most High is faithful, and he's going to deliver us, and he's going to allow us to stand withstand whatever trial or temptation that we have, as long as we hold fast and hold our faith. It says, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So whatever trial or whatever, difficulty that we're going through, if we are faithful and we are patient and not making haste in the time of trouble, the Lord said he will make a way for us to escape those things. And that leads, that goes into the famine, that goes into these pestilences, that goes into the sword, all these things that are coming upon the earth that, are set to come, prophesied to come. The Lord is going to give us a way to escape these things. But it first and foremost starts with your trust in him. OK, and people that do, these things, that try to find ways to go around the system, that's really a show of being faithless, not trusting Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and ultimately also not being ready or willing to separate from this world, because the scripture tells you that the fashions of this world are fading away. All right, our fashions of the world fadeth away. So eventually, it's going to get to a point where if you're gonna want to continue to be a part of this world, then you're gonna have to take that charagma. Okay, and if your mind isn't, if you're not in your mind has made up that you're willing to separate from this world, then how far are you willing to go? And that's what Esau is going to present. All right, in form of the charagma, how far are you willing to go to be still tied to this world? So let's continue reading on this article. It says, we need to make sure that we learn the lessons of the emek so we don't make the same mistakes twice. Governor Hochul said, these new laws will help us improve our response to the emek now, crack down on fraudulent use of Vanessa records, and help us better understand the areas of improvement we need to make to our healthcare system so we can be even more prepared down the road. All right. So, hey, we kept warning through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai that things are going to get, much more worse here on out. And these devils, they got the target on the ones who are not worshiping the beast. All right, the ones who are not bound to the image. They're coming full-fledged at them. But the Lord is going to protect the ones who have the faith that are not worshiping the beast. Okay, and the ones who are not trying to worship the beast, but they're trying to find their own means of salvation, they're going to end up in a pitiful case as well. So it says legislation, and that's the number, I'm not going to read it, adds clarification that the Crown Royal Vanessa card shall be considered a written instrument for purposes of the forgery statute, which makes the falsification of a Crown Royal Vanessa card a Class D felony. It also creates a new e-felony of computer tampering and a third degree for intentional entering, alterations, or destruction of computer material regarding Crown Royal Vanessa provisions. Now, with that being said, now you got people who have these cards, people that are selling them. Now, what happens if somebody gets caught, selling these cards, or, let's say some type of person that works in the medical field, they get caught entering this false information into the computer, and they get caught, and then they get told, hey, we'll give you less time if you let us know, everybody that you sold to. And when that happens, people, they're not going to keep that integrity. Oh, I'm not going to snitch. They're going to try to get as less time as possible. And with that less time as possible, it's going to come with what? Them snitching. That's why, let's go back to the scripture here. In Ephesians 5, verse 15, it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. All right. So we got to walk circumspectly, and walking circumspectly is not trusting in people in this world. All right. Not trusting in, oh yeah, I got this thing. I can give it to you. No problem. X, Y, and Z. I can enter it into the system and it'll be all good. Nah. All right. The ones of us that, have the mind of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, as Yahweh Shai said, be wise as a serpent. That's not a wise thing to do. Okay. Especially us, that are, in within the know, because the devil is looking for he's going to try to look for any type of, way to demonize us and to, get us caught up into his system. Remember, the scripture says, be blameless. So if you are doing something that can be considered illegal, or you're doing something that can be, considered a felony, you're not being blameless. And on top of that, then they can say, oh, you see these anti-Vs, all right, and these Hebrew Israelites, they're just unlawful, unruly, and, X, Y, and Z. But when they come down on us, if you're doing the right thing, then you're going to be blameless. Now, they're going to try to, have trumped up charges, but don't give them any room, all right? Scripture says, resist the devil, all right, and he shall flee from you. Don't give him any reasons why he could, come up against and demonize, the ministry. So it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Now, part of that walking circumspectly is having the mind to be willing to separate when they come down with these laws and things. If you don't get the Vanessa, then you can't go to, a restaurant. You can't go to a football game, basketball game, whatever. Okay. We already know that this place is done anyway. So being circumspect is not trying to find ways around it carnally. It says redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right. So the fact that we are knowing that we're in the last days, what you should be doing is trying to focus more on being right in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, not trying to focus on ways to still have fun in a burning building, so to speak. So let's go back here. It says individuals, computer regarding Vanessa Bria says individuals who misrepresent their Vanessa history. So it's not only just, having a fake V card, because you have a real V card, but you misrepresent your Vanessa history. So basically saying that you got Vanessa and you really didn't. And ultimately, they're going to find ways to make this more, make it more or easier for them to figure out whether or not your card is legit or not. They're going to digitalize it. They're over there in Sweden with the Karagma. That's where this is all, heading towards. But now they're putting it on the books to where they can be justified in locking you up. Okay. And then you get locked up, and then your job knows, and then you get fired from your job. And then all that's all on your history, all because you wanted to still partake in the things of this life, the affairs and the cares of this world. All right. When you are in this truth and you know what time it is, knowing the time, knowing that it's high time, you got to be more in the mind of letting go of this world, not trying to hold on to it. It says not only jeopardize their own health, but the health of those that come into contact with. And that's how they're going to say. They're going to say, oh, see, you're a bad actor. You're a health hazard. And then on top of that, you're a criminal. Okay. Says this legislation ensures that the New York open up and many businesses choose to rely on checking Vanessa statuses. The falsification of Vanessa records will not be tolerated. And they show you that in Italy and in France, that they got people going around at cafes and restaurants checking people's cards with, some type of digital, digital phone or scanner, whatever. So you got these other people talking. Says, I'm just going to run through this. It says, communities are relying on genuine proof of Vanessa statuses as a tool to keep their spaces safe from Crown Royal transmission. And the whole card thing is not really genuine because they already they already knew that people were going to fake those cards, which is why they're ultimately going to move that toward the charagma. And because you can't fake the charagma, all right? You can't fake that being in you, and you're not going to be able to fake the information that is on there because it's all going to be digital. So it says it's never been more urgent that we protect the process from fraud so that the health and service and safety of the public isn't compromised by bad actors using fraudulent Vanessa cards or passports. The truth in, and this devil just loves to try to make it seem like he's about truth. The truth in Vanessa law will serve as a strong deterrent to prevent people from lying about their Vanessa status, protecting public health, and ensuring our economic recovery can move forward. Okay, so it says the data is clear on Vanessa requirements. They work. However, the remarkable ease at which, listen to this, the remarkable ease at which appears that New Yorkers could falsify Vanessa records to feign compliance is astonishing. So they're now saying that it's too easy for people to fake their status. So now they got to bring the laws, and then they got to bring better, within their mind, a more secure technology so that they can, deter any false or falsifying information, which once again is going to go toward that charagma. It says the new law will undoubtedly help prosecutors and other law enforcements. What other law enforcement? Hold people accountable for the damage they are doing to public health by undermining the efficacy of Vanessa requirements in workplaces, businesses, restaurants, and more. See, do you see how they're laying out the groundwork for the buying and selling to roll that chip right in, man, and this is all going towards that. So for you brothers and sisters, the sheep out there, do not partake in trying to get a fake V. Okay, trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and be ready to depart spiritually from this place. You should have already been in that mindset, but even as the scripture says about, let me get it real quick in the book of Second Ezra 16 verse 30. Come on. See, that's Satan right there, man. He sells whack-ass technology. Let me try this. All right. Let me close it out. Bring it back up. Second Ezra 16, verse 40. It says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle." And if you go in a battle, you have to be circumspect, moving wisely, not doing anything that's going to get you caught up, not doing anything that's going to put you in a worse predicament, in a worse situation. It says, "And in those evils, bad times, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away. He that buyeth, as one that will lose. He that occupy merchandise, as he that have no profit by it. And he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth, as if he shall not reap. And so also he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry, as they shall get no children. And they that marry not, as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain." Okay, so when you have that mindset, you're not going to try to hold onto the things of this world. Okay, because we know that the things of this world is through, and it's temporary. So I just want to bring that out. Lord willing, it's edifying unto the elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakha Kodash. Shalom.